Hi everyone and welcome back. Feeling much better this week. Thanks so much to everyone for your well wishes. I was pretty sick for probably about 2 weeks actually, but here I am back to film a plan with me in my kikki.K B6. It's looking a little worse for wear. It's got a few marks on it. I think the metal coating is starting to come off my little plate here, which is unfortunate. I've just kind of been chucking it around a little bit on the table here, and it gets very dusty on this table. I live very close to a tram line, and I think all that sand comes off the tram tracks and into the apartment. So I need to give it a good clean. I do have a video on how to do that, so I should dive in and do that. But in the meantime, today I'm going to be decorating the week with my GP Studio Annabelle kit, and I have done a walkthrough of this kit. It's in these beautiful pinks and rose golds. It's really lovely, and so I've taken this opportunity to pull out all of my rose gold washi as well. So I've also been through all of my plans and put it all on paper, just really quickly jotting it all down. So let's dive in. As you probably know, I didn't plan last week in this planner. I just did it in my There She Is planner because it's my on the go, and I was a bit too sick to spend too much time planning, unfortunately. Like I said, I'm back, so I'm ready to go, and I'm going to again go with the blank grid inserts from kikki.K. So these are the 120 GSM white with a square grid insert. So let's zoom you in a touch and we'll get started. So the kit has this beautiful thick washi that is normally used on the bottom, and I've always cut this in half. Excuse my dog. I've always cut this in half and put it along the bottom. But I thought today I might try something different, and I'm going to actually use some of the rose gold washi down the middle instead, and I'll come back and see what I think of this washi later. I'd like to use the full boxes, and I never ever use, where are they? I never use these square checklists, so I'm thinking about maybe trying to incorporate those today just for fun. So instead of yammering on, I'm going to get started and try out this rose gold washi, which I've never tried before. I'm not even sure where I got it. It may have been from Officeworks, but I don't think so. I have a feeling it's from Washi Gang, but I'm not certain about that. That's pretty cool. I've got the ends down, but I'm just moving the paper to fit. Okay, so I have been through and measured out. The boxes are about 4 centimeters wide, so I've been through and measured those out on the page just to see how it's going to all come together and where this tape needs to go. So that's that, but I did also think about putting one of these down. I think maybe the confetti one. Here are the two. It's a stripe, and then there's confetti, but I do really like the confetti. And if I start my boxes just here, that's 4 centimeters across. It's going to go to that grid just there. So it gives me this bit of space here, but I'm thinking maybe I will actually start there instead. If I'm right on the edge, yeah, I might start there instead, I think. Anyway, before I do that, what I wanted to do was see how this would look over the rose gold or else next to the rose gold. That's my decision. I thought about putting it just here, and then also thought about putting it there. I think it has more impact here, but I kind of like that it breaks up the massive rose gold thickness there. So what if I do that? How do we look? Well, I don't know if I really like it. Good thing is it sticks unsticks very easily from the other tape. What if we try the stripe? Because I really kind of want to, I don't want to go into the page anymore. I just kind of want to keep it to the rings. I think that looks better. Oh my goodness, I can't stick things now today. So, I think that looks better, don't you? I think we're going to go with it. So, we'll see how it turns out. So, I'm going to go ahead and do all the other pages. Now, normally I would perhaps time-lapse this, but I think today I won't. I'm going to come back and see you in just a second. It'll all be done like magic. Okay, I'm back. I have put down the 2 sets of washi on each. One thing I found when I punched the holes though is that I have this little separation here, and some of them have peeled back slightly, but I've placed them back down again and given them a good settling in, so I think they'll be okay. I hope so. I just used my little kikki.K single hole punch. It's super cool, this hole punch. It's really sharp, it works so well. Alright, so I guess the most interesting thing to do next, or important things to do next, is to put down the day and date covers. And I think the boxes kind of are quite pink, not a lot of the rose gold, so I am quite tempted to just use the rose gold. In fact, I'm going to date covers because I wonder if I would ever use them again any other time. So I'm going to use them today. Today's Sunday the 7th, so that means I need to start on the 8th, and I'm going to fill in these directly on the sheet. Okay, so Sunday the 7th, hey? Today was the day that we turned our clocks back. Daylight savings has ended, which is sort of sad for me. Easy enough, all the phones did it themselves. The only thing I had to change was the car, and that actually was super easy as well, so no drama this year. But what it means for me now is that I'm going to leave work in the evenings when it's, you know, dark. It'll be getting dark, or actually already dark by the time I leave. So at the moment the sun has been setting at around 7:15, which means it now be setting at 6 or 6:15, and I typically work 9:30 till 5:30, or, I mean, that's the schedule, but I rarely leave before 6:30 anyway. So it's going to be dark when I leave the office now, which means I can't do any photography in the evenings anymore. I used to sometimes film in the evening and take photos in the evening, of course, as well. So a bit sad that I won't be able to do that anymore. In some ways I feel like winter is the month where we should have some extra light in the evening. But it does open up the mornings, I guess, doesn't it? So it's going to be a little disruption to the life for a while, but it's not the first time. We've been through it many, many times before, and I'm sure we'll go through it many, many times again. It is nice to be on the same time zone as Queensland again, back to the family and friends back home. So we'll see how I go getting up tomorrow. I kind of half forgot this morning and thought the light seemed a bit weird today or whatever. So you know what I've done? I've not left a next week column. I mean a this week column, and I really want one. I thought it looked a bit strange. Oh, thank goodness for removable stickers, hey? Thank you, GP Studio. You are my favourite sticker store. I think you probably knew that already, given my ordering. Oh was thinking it was a bit strange to have Thursday, I don't know, Thursday didn't seem to fit. Thursday was the one that really struck me as being the odd one out. So, right, where were we? Daylight savings. So yes, I think I said I've been off sick. Not off, I kept going to work. I had one day off where I was just incapable of going in. But I did go in the rest of the time, and you know, it was fine. But it made me just exhausted by the evening, and the weekends were just, you know, trying to catch up on rest and sleep and all the things that you don't get done when in the evenings when you're sick. But the week ahead is looking busy already. I'm going on holidays in a couple of weeks, so that means I need to get everything organised before I go for the people who'll be doing my work, or some of my work at least, while I'm away. So that's kind of the focus for this week, I think. Now, I'm looking for these this week and next week, little headers. I almost wish they were just a bit darker. They seem quite, you know, they're quite light. So, shall I put them over one of these boxes? I just wonder if it would look good in one of them, or else there should be those big washi strips. Yeah, these. Maybe I could put it on this thick one. Yeah, that's a good idea. So it'll look like the Monday then. It'd be good if these had the cute little rounded edges too, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Put this one down here. And then I'll pop the this week on top of that. There's my little header. A little bit too far to the right. So I usually buy the vinyl stickers from GP Studio, but I didn't this time because they are difficult to write on. I have to have a Sharpie to write on them. So, and if I'm going to be using those big square checklists or even just the quarter boxes, half boxes, I do need to be able to write on them, and I need to be able to write on them easily, and I don't sort of carry Sharpies around with me. So I've gone with the normal matte ones, and the paper is beautiful, but they're not quite so easy to separate from each other if you stick them to each other. But that's okay. Alright, so for this week I am going to put down one of these checklists, but I think I might also use a box as well. So let's see, if I was to put 3 boxes down the side, 1 full box, 1 this week checklist and 1 next week checklist, I think that would just fit. It wouldn't give me any room at the bottom to do anything though, so that's the only thing. So now to choose which of these to use for the next week. The alternative is I can use some of this washi strip instead of a full box. It kind of gives that same look. Oh, it's a tough one. Because then I could put trackers and things in here as well. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And I might use this thicker one. I might put the box down first. Don't you love this indecisive nature? I kind of just want to make the most of all of the stickers, and you know I always use them in a leftovers fashion for the next week in my personal size, but I still want to make use of them in here as well and make a pretty spread because it makes me happy. So last week, as I said, I didn't plan in this planner, and therefore I didn't have it open on my desk and at home, and I don't know, it just didn't feel right. The week didn't go the way I'd hoped it would, so I did miss it dreadfully. So next is a next week. So another one of these little headers, but I'm going to put down this little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I'll be using those for the weeks instead, the days of the week instead. So I'm going to use this little washi strip. I just want to mimic this rose gold at the top here in some way. So I'm going to put that just there with the next week header under it. I may not have room for the trackers after all. Oh. So if you're doing this without, if you're doing this with the grid paper, but let me start again. If you're doing this without grid paper, I think you'd have to draw some lines to be guided for placing down your boxes. I would find it difficult to have no lines. Alright, so that means I can only fit one tracker in, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame because I deliberately did this so I could try and fit both. I'll grab the little daily habits. Now those are going to just try to see if I could fit in another gold strip, rose gold strip, and I think I could. Actually, I'm going to. Oh, do I have any? Yeah, this one. I'll pop that little rose gold strip under there, and then my daily habits, and then the actual habit tracker, which is a teeny bit too big, so let's put the tracker down first. So I've not done this before where I've gone all the way to the bottom of the page, but that's one of the reasons why I want to put this washi on the side, because I really wanted to give myself a bit more space vertically to put in the things that I want to put in. So let's get started with that. So on Monday, I'm going to put the coffee, because if you know me by now, you know I love my coffee. I was going to put the gold header on top, but because this gold is here on the Monday already, I think I won't. What I might do is put it underneath it to separate it from the next box. That's pretty. So I'll put down my little rose gold strip just underneath here. I feel like we're going to be almost doing a no white space here, aren't we? Not really. I think coming up next we might do something different. So on Monday I have 2 meetings and I have 2 big to-dos. So how we manage those is the question. So I do have my heart checklists and I have my box heart checklists for managing the to-do list. And then for meetings we have all of these. You know, I've got the little clocks and I've got the asterisks, and we have these little appointment ones as well, which are cute. So there's quite a few options. There are quite a few options for that, and there should be some, yeah, the half boxes and the quarter boxes as well. So 2 meetings. Quite like the idea of using these, but how many do I need for the week if I'm doing all my meetings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meetings this week, plus 2 on the weekend. That's 8. I've only got 4 of these little cute boxes. I've got these ones as well, these little rounded ones. Not such a fan of the rounded ones. And then I have the little flags, which I quite like as well. Little checklists, little hearts here. So I think it's a very tough decision. Maybe what I have done before is use a half box and put both meetings in it. which is not ideal for me. But I think I'm going to use just the normal box, and then I can maybe put some deco on the box. Alright, that was far too much deciding, wasn't it? But it does allow me to pull in some of the deco here. I'm going to use a coffee cup, even though it's already got coffee on the day. There's not many different deco here, is there? Just kind of flowers, coffee, backpacks, and sunglasses. We will have a meeting with coffee, so it does make sense to use it. So, one thing I do really like, I think I've said before, about having the grid pages so that I've kind of decided myself where everything goes. It gives me the space to go off to the side here if I want to, and I really want to. So I'm going to use a little coffee cup there for my first meeting, and then the next meeting is a full-on sales team meeting. So I'll use the marble one, I think, for that. It's later in the day, but I'll put them together because they're both the meetings. And I'm going to go to my stash of other GP Studio stickers, and I want to pull out a working one. This should be like a laptop. I do love the desk, but it's a bit too big for what I want to do here. Good grief, I swear I went through everything 55 times. This is what I was looking for, this little stash. I'm not sure it's even what I need now, because they're quite black, and I don't really think, I think it's kind of too black to go with this. Let's see, maybe not. No, look, it's a marble box. I think the marble little work sticker can fit with it. Look, it should go off to this side so that it sticks out there, but I'm gonna put it over here because of the symmetry thing. You know me and my symmetry. Okay, well, that was a lot of drama. Okay, so that is my meeting. Those are my meetings for the week, for Monday, sorry. And so what I want to do next is a checklist, a to-do list. I'm going to use this and the heart checklists most likely, but I do want to put a little divider in there. Now on the front page, or the boxes, we've got these little solid headers here, so I'll use one of those. And I think I'm going to use the lilac-y one. Hang on, what colour are my to-dos? The same colour. Okay. You know, 1 in 3 chance, and I get the one. I'll use the darker purple. So that's just going to go across there like so. And then my to-do. Underneath that. That's pretty cute. So then I have the option of putting a box of to-dos or the checklist of to-dos. You know, I am trying to use more of these, but I really like being able to just write directly on the paper. So I am going to go with these, and I think I'll stick with the same colour as the little header, as in the divider header, and use these hearts. No, this colour. So that's that. Now I think from memory these don't really match up with the lines, and I don't tend to tick them anyway. They're just really there for more to be decorative, aren't they? Now across the bottom I could put some of those little strips if I can find them. But remember, these are all different sizes. The first 3 are the same size, and then I'm slightly bigger, and then I'm much bigger. So I'd have 3 marble and 3 floral, and I've got 2 left of the skinny ones, but I might use those for something else. So for the moment, I'm going to leave the bottom empty, I think. I might come back for like work hours or something like that, so we'll see how we go. I'll just put this here to the side so that I can still see the kind of symmetry that I'm going for. So next is a full box, and I think I'll just use this one. Yeah, I want to put the divider underneath it, I think, like I did on the first day, on Monday. I think that looks quite nice. But given that I've only got, oh no, that's these ones. I've got 7 of these, so we're good to go for these ones. Okay, cool. So I can keep the same colour. That makes me happy to keep the same colour. And then Tuesday there's no meetings. I simply have to-dos to do. So I'll put that straight in since there's a little header already there. Part of me feels like I should leave space for a meeting of some kind just in case something pops up, or I could put in a half box that remains empty. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think I'll put in the half box. Then in case something does pop up, I can enter it in there. Okay. Good. So then I'm going to use another one of these little dividers for the to-do list. I am going to have to use that colour that's the same pale lilac eventually, I think, because I'm not going to have enough to not use it. And my checklist, I'll go with this one. So the checklists are quite important this week. There's a heap of stuff to get done, so I must make sure I do that. Now Wednesday, it's my best friend's birthday, so I might use this pretty backpack full of flowers to represent that. And we also have, I have 3 meetings on Wednesday. Sort of, actually. I have 2 2 proper meetings, and one of them is actually birthday morning teas. So a bit of fun. So birthday morning teas is the first meeting, so I'm going to put that down first, and I want to use one of these pretty little ones. First, my little strip to divide off the box, like so. And then the little birthday, well, this little meeting thingy that's going to be for birthdays. Birthday morning tea. Now I do know that we have the balloons here, so I'm going to put them off to the side here for birthdays. I'm just going to move the camera slightly. Be back in just a sec. Okay, that's better. I can stay in frame properly now. Alright, so the first, the morning tea thingy is down, so then I need 2 meeting boxes, and I'm going to stick with my, I think I'll just stick with these quarter boxes as the meetings. There are 2 of those. I might just peel up the bottom of this balloon so I can fit this other meeting underneath it. Oh, it's not going to come up. It will come up. There we go. Easy. So I'll put down the first meeting, proper meeting for the day. It's called Policies and Procedures. Doesn't that sound hideous? And then I'll use the gold one, I think, for the second one. Like so. And then my to-do list. So I'm going to go with the pink, the lilac-y one, just because I now realise it has to happen at some point. And now you can see my symmetry is going to be off with where this checklist ends. But that's okay. No drama. I'm nothing if not flexible, let's say. Speaking of flexible, my watch just told me to stand up. It's very, very picky. Alright, and we'll do this pale pink. Pink lavender. These pinky lavenders are my favourite pinks. I just adore them so much. Alright, now can we put any deco on those meetings? I've got a procedures review and then I've got a program brief. Very exciting stuff, isn't it? Don't you just wish you could be me right now? Hey, look at this. There was a work sticker with a laptop all that time. I could have just used that one. Oh, good grief. Anyway, I'm going to use it for the briefing session. Wow, all that time spent trying to find the other one. And the procedures one, I think I might just leave blank because that's kind of fairly busy there already. Let's move on to Thursday. We'll grab our full box for Thursday. Quite like this one. I'm deliberately avoiding a couple of the others just because I want to use them later in the week. So I'll put down this one. It's so pretty. I've actually taken a lot of photos of these particular flowers myself. So I have a little soft spot for this kit. I mean, I don't mean these particular ones, but I photograph flowers pretty often and I do like to get those. Those are quite lovely. Now on Thursday, I just realised actually back on Wednesday I need to put my friend's birthday in, so I guess I'm going to join it together with the morning tea. Oh, I didn't think that through, did I? Okay, well, that is what it is. Thursday we just have the one meeting, so let's grab another quart box. What I haven't really allowed for is other meetings to pop up during the week, because that is going to happen, isn't it? It seems to be. I mean, I did on Tuesday. I left that half box for that, but I do wonder about the ones that already have meetings and what am I going to do if other things pop up, and they will. I'm going to put this little cute coffee cup down for that meeting because the person I'm meeting with is a coffee drinker, thank goodness. And then the next will be the checklist with the to-dos, and then if I want to leave a gap for something else to happen. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave a half box gap on Thursday because I have a feeling something will come up. It's just the way my week tends to roll these days. I'll lift up this little coffee cup to fit this box underneath. Oh, I bent the sticker. Don't you hate that? There we go. And then we have the to-do list. So I'll grab another one of these little guys. Little divider. Oh, I'm really just not feeling it, am I? Okay, that's that. And my little to-do label. One thing I haven't done is left out enough to-dos and todays to do my personal size setup, so I'll have to combine two kits when I do that next time if I use this one as the leftover. Okay, there's my Thursday, looking pretty cute. And then Friday. So Friday, where's my 4 boxes gone? Friday I'm going to use this little close-up with the crosses. That's pretty cute. And no meetings on Friday. Wow, that's exciting. Do we believe it though? That's the question. I have a feeling I'm going to have a CRM meeting pop up on Friday. So what I'm going to do is put down one of these half boxes just to take care of any meetings that might crop up. Like so. That's a bit crooked. I think it's this little header that's crooked. Oh, this paper's become quite thick now with all the stickers behind it. It's okay. It doesn't matter if it's crooked, Desley. Just leave it. Okay, so that's a space for something to happen. And then we are going out on Friday night, so I might put something down for that. Actually, I think I'll use one of these little flags. I do love a good flag. Put that just here. When did we all start turning flags on their side? I mean, I do it all the time now, but I never used to. I just find it's a good size when it's on its side with the little flaggy bits pointing out to sort of fit in your task or your meeting or whatever it is. Now, a little bit of deco for that. I think I will use just one of these little flowers or backpacks. Yeah, the little backpack's pretty cute. Let's put that on top of the little flag. So that's for there. And then lastly, we just have the to-do header situation. Oh, I feel like we might not fit our checklist in now. That's okay. Can't be that many to-dos on a Friday, surely. Who am I kidding? Now the checklist will fit. Excellent. And let's use a pink one. And we'll put that just there. Perfect. Who said that wouldn't fit? All right, that's looking pretty cute. Now it's the weekend. That is awesome. Now this weekend, let's use the Hello Weekend banner because why not? Let's not tear it, Desley. I'm going to put it right at the top. Maybe just a little bit straighter. Hello Weekend. Hello Weekend indeed. And now it's just a matter of whether I want to put full boxes down or not. How many have we got left? Still got 4 left. So I could use 2. And whether they go at the top or at the bottom. I'm not sure how I want to do this. I might use the today's. Little today label. And also the strips under here just to kind of start off the day, if you like. I'm going to put it today. And I have a brow appointment. Now, I recall these guys, I think they did a little sampler with a beauty appointment. Aha! How cute is that? Oh, so excited. So I'm going to use that on top of a box of some kind. I'm thinking I might use one of these cute little boxes. Otherwise, I could use just a little sticky note style box. Or even a flag. Yeah, maybe one of these flags, hey? That's pretty cute. So I'll put the flag across here. And I'll just leave space for me to write 11 AM. I think it's 11 AM. But otherwise, I'll let this take up most of the box. And then it's going to be a lazy day. So I'm going to put, there is a sticker for that. Of course there's a sticker for that. I'm going to use the other flag underneath because I do like this, the symmetry again of the backwards forwards flags next to each other. I think that's pretty cute. So I'll put that down there. And there is a little me time, and there's a lazy day with the couch. I love this lazy day with the couch, although I think they have revamped this sticker as well. So lazy day. And there are a few to-dos, of course, as usual. When aren't there? So I'm going to use up these checklists. Not use them up, but I'm going to use some of these. And I might as well finish off the to-dos, I think. Makes sense. Now, do I want to put down a little... Yeah, why not? Let's use these as well. And I think I will put in the full box at the bottom if I can fit it. Otherwise, I'm going to end up covering the weekend with deco. And a checklist. Why not use this one? Put that down there. Well, full box is not going to fit there, is it? Well, that didn't work for me so well. Okay, no worries. I can use some washi or something for the bottom. Let's figure out Sunday. Sunday is going to need the little gold strip. I've got one left just here. A gold strip. And a today. And I have a Skype meeting for my freelance job at 1 o'clock. So I'm going to use one of these little cute little flaggy appointments labels. And I think I might use another one of these little laptops because it's personal work. Yeah. I don't know. Let's use the phone with the headphones because that kind of sounds like Skype, doesn't it? Oh, this looks a bit crooked. Let me just straighten this up. Little Skype. Sesh. Excellent. And of course there has to be time for planning and YouTube and all of those things. So I think there is a cute little planet set here. There's these ones. So I might use these, but I might just go with a little bow clip, I think, to signify that. And I'll put it on a box. How do you like that idea? Use this marble box. Oh, and again I've got to lift up that sticker. I should know by now. Put that down there. And my little bow clip. So cute. For planning, filming, editing, uploading, there's a lot of things to happen inside that little box. But that's okay. I just wanted to mark it down. And so I'm just going to now repeat this little section. So if I grab my full boxes for another little strip, so. And the last to-do label, I almost feel like they should have done these in a colorway as well, shouldn't they? And then a checklist. We'll go a pale one. Still so much of this kit left, just tons of this kit left. It's awesome. So much to use again. And I'm really glad because I do love these colours. They're just so pretty. Alright, so I'll collect together all these bits that I haven't used yet. And it's the washi that I wanted to have a look at, and also the hours labels. So we've got these clocks. I'd have to use one of those because there's not 5. It seems weird there's not 5. And then the washi strips as well, whether we can fit those in. And I thought this might go well on this page, just to finish off the weekend. And maybe even just that short one. Let's do that. I'm not going to need the whole strip, but, and the question is, do I just do, no, I'm going to do a full width. I was going to say, do I divide it there in the center, but I'm not going to, but I am going to cut it there. Now let's see if I can tear this washi. I feel like I probably can't, but I'll give it a go. Nope, I can't. Okay, that's very irritating. Because now that I've stuck it down, I've got to try and cut it straight and at the right spot. Okay, not straight, not quite the right spot, but that will do. And then I was going to put this skinny one above it, just because I can. And I also realise now what I've done is not allow for anything else to happen on the weekend. But I think with this full-on checklist here, I think we've got plenty of stuff to fill in there, haven't we? Okay, that's the weekend. Now, I would normally want to put in my hour trackers. I'm going to, even though I can see they're not going to fit quite perfectly on a couple of pages. But let's do it anyway. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are fine. Plenty of room. Well, not plenty of room, but some room. Probably just have to put it over the bottom of that checklist, I guess. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. And Thursday, Friday. Now there is, there's only 4 as I said, so I'll use the pinky asterisky one for Friday, which actually is the same colour as the checklist that I've used for Friday. Okay, let's pop this back in the planner and see how it all looks and if there's anything else I can or want to add. Oh, I loved that week last week. It was so pretty. Last 2 weeks ago. Okay, let's see. Oh, I think that looks pretty as well. That's nice. Okay, so Monday, couple of meetings. That makes sense. That all looks good. Now, if I can put in a birthday noticey thing here, that would be nice. So let's grab, I've got my little cupcakes here from Tickle Pink Planning. I think I want to put them down, or the present or something for my friend's birthday. I'll use a little cupcake. I'm just going to pop it here in the corner, and I can just write Moana above it for her birthday. And then I also just realised it's my other friend's birthday on Sunday, so I'm going to put a piece of chocolate cake down for him just here, and I'll just write Cam above that. Okay, cool. So that all looks good. Can't see anything else that I've missed out of there. I really am happy with the way that's turned out. I guess the only thing I maybe would do differently is put the to-dos first, so that these checklists all run at the same level, but I don't know, I feel like the meetings are more important to put down first, and then the checklists, because you have to do these things, right? They're meetings, whereas the to-dos can kind of just spread out and fill in the day as the day goes on. So I do have to take Gigi to my friend's house on Thursday, so I'll put this here as a little reminder that that has to happen. How cute is that? I'm going to show you the sticker. How cute is this little sticker from Lovely Mine? It's so cute. And it's the last one. I've just got the one off this same sheet. It's a dog lovers sheet. And it's just the I Just Love You one that's left. And I'll be picking up on Saturday. So let's finish off the sheet and put the little Gigi one here. Okay, that's pretty cute. Alright, I think I'm done. How about I fill it in and I'll come back and show you how it looks. See you soon. Okay, here we go. I've put in my to-dos for the week, and actually there were more than would fit, so I've put them over here onto Tuesday and on top of a couple of other things that I had to do. I've decided to track water intake this week. Let's see how that goes. I've just filled in my meetings, the to-dos that I must get done on Monday, and then yeah, the follow-on ones here. Put in the birthday morning tea and the other meetings on Wednesday. Left the to-do blank because, as I've said a bunch of times, I'll fill those in once I get to work in my personal size and transfer across what I need to. I've left a gap here on Tuesday for anything that pops up, and the same on Thursday and Friday. I've just left some gaps there as well. A couple of small things, meeting on Thursday, going out on Friday, and then my very pretty weekend. I do love a pretty weekend, as you know. So the to-dos I have here are not day specific. I've just put ones that relate to my freelance stuff on this side, and the other things that I can think of at the moment on this side. I'm loving the way the weekend's turned out. In case you're wondering, I'm just using this little Muji 0.25 pen for filling in here. It writes beautifully, it writes super tiny, and it doesn't smudge. So these are all good things. Okay, that's it. That is my week of April 8th through 14th in my kikki.K B6. Thank you again for coming by, and I will see you all very, very soon. Probably in my little There She Is planner. See you soon, guys. Bye.